The idea of fixing up the front facade of your home can feel a little daunting, but you're in good company if you have no idea where to start. But by giving the front of your home a bit of love, it's totally worthwhile. It adds street appeal, it adds character, and to be honest, it's just really nice to come home to. Best part is, it's totally achievable and easy to do without spending too much time or money. We're about to arrive at Lisa's house, and she dislikes the front of her home so much, she's even contemplated knocking the whole property down. Lisa, how you going?
I'm good, Lucy, how are you?
I'm very well. Now, what do you mean you want to knock this down?
These green bricks, I just can't stand them.
You can't stand them. Well, look, I've got to say, it is a beautiful spot here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful street. We've got awesome neighbours. It's a lovely neighbourhood. I live here with my hubby and my little boy, Alex, who's 4. And all the kids play together in the street and often have a water slide out the front here as well.
I love it. So you've got the party pub where all the kids hang out. Anything else you don't like about the house?
Obviously, the garden just needs a lot of love as well.
Okay, colour and garden, and you've got to do something about those green bricks. But we've heard about what you don't like. What do you like?
There's not a lot, but I really find that wooden seat over there really handy. So we often have Alex's toys and stuff in there.
Oh, it's got storage in it.
Yeah, it's super handy, just putting things, chalk and balls and things like that. So I do love that.
Okay. You want to keep that? You don't care about anything else. We can do whatever we want?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, let's get a closer look at these bricks then.
Yeah.
So you just don't like the colour of this, but I've got to admit, I'm a sucker for a brick wall. I think that's just a beautiful facade. What colours do you like?
I really like greys and whites.
Okay, neutral?
Yeah.
And what about styles? Like, do you have a particular style that you gravitate towards?
Probably more maybe Hampton style, I guess.
Hamptons,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so like a bit of a coastal vibe.
Yeah.
The thing is, with this area as well, I saw some chooks out the back, so I'm picking up on a bit of a Frenchy farmhouse. Maybe we could play with that, like a French sort of, Framptons. It'd be a Framptons. What do you reckon?
Love it.
A little bit of that farmhouse
Yep.
vibe with the Hamptons.
Perfect.
I love it. All right, let's go check out this front door.
Absolutely.
You don't like this front door? Can we get rid of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this will help a lot. You've got that security screen here. And look, there's nothing wrong with it, but I do feel like it might be nice to bring in a fresh door, bit of a pop of paint, fix it up. That's an easy fix, to be honest. Painting your front door kind of changes everything. Now, I can't help but feel that this is not big enough. I feel like this needs to continue somewhat because this is where, you know, the parents hang out, right?
Absolutely.
So this is cocktail hour.
Sure is.
I think the kids have got heaps of space. Why don't we make a bit more space for the parents?
Sounds awesome.
It sounds like Lisa is open to anything. We agree the green bricks need to be painted over. So to create a relaxed modern country look, we'll be incorporating a grey and white palette and distinctively classic black front door. We're going to extend the front entrance using modular decking. New lighting and a smart doorbell at the front door will give Lisa the security she needs. A raised garden bed along the front of the house will connect the home to the front yard, and a new letterbox will continue our home design all the way to the street. Good news is there's actually not much to clear out, but there's still plenty to do, so the Bunnings team are here to give us a hand. While we get started clearing the garden beds and screwing together the modular decking, Lisa's on the high pressure washer to make sure that there's enough time for the bricks to completely dry before we start painting. Because we're going to spray the bricks, we need to protect our windows and trim. Our painter Carl has wasted no time putting up some plastic sheeting, securing it to the windowsills using heavy-duty painter's tape. Okay, Lisa, painting an exterior of the house, funnily enough, we need the exterior paint. Reason being, this is going to basically get hammered by the sun, so we want to make sure it's UV resistant and it doesn't fade or crack. And the other thing is it's textured, so with brick we really want to use a spray gun just to get it on a lot faster, basically. So here's that colour.
Oh, that's awesome, I love it.
Okay, good. I was going to say, because if you didn't, we'll be in trouble.
This is looking awesome.
Oh, yeah, good. You like it, Lee?
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, anyone can do it.
Really?
It's so easy.
Can I have a go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, put the lock off.
Yep.
Squeeze the trigger about 30 centimetres away.
Yeah.
And straight away, way to go. Just up and down.
And that's
That's it.
So Lisa said that she liked the Hamptons look, which basically, when it comes down to it, it's a very popular style. It's all about greys and whites. I personally really love the look of this roof. I think it's really lovely and warm. And so it's okay to see things and think that looks good, but you can mix it up. I'm going to bring in a nice deep charcoal, which I think will add a lovely pop to that front door. It's gonna look great. Whilst Lisa and Carl are working quickly to get 2 coats of paint on, Ross is digging holes to prepare for our garden beds. Hey Ross, we kicking goals?
Lucy, we are.
I love it. So this garden bed,
Yep.
I want to put some panelling on the front. I just want to check with you, what's the height of it going to be?
As high as we can go, provided we don't cover these weep holes down here. This
up.
part here, it's 310.
What are we dealing with down this end though?
Well, down this end, we could actually go to about 580, 600.
Well, at least then we'll be able to see a bit more of the panelling, so that will work.
We will.
I really wanted to increase this deck area so Lisa has a good place to hang out with her family and friends. We're actually using modular decking, which is fantastic because it's all pre-made. It's really easy to install, much easier than your traditional decking. And you just basically pop it down and you need to make sure that it's level. So great if you've got a super flat surface, but we don't. So here's my expert, Ross. How do we make sure this is level?
When you've got an uneven surface like this, instead of digging holes, we can use pavers and these adjustable feet. We have these really cool levelling feet. They screw down, screw up, pop that under, check our level, and then we whack a couple of screws in.
Amazing. So how many of those do you think we're going to need across this space?
5 modules, you should use 2 in each. We're going to use 10 pavers at the most.
Beautiful. All right, well, I'll give you a hand.
Cool.
So just one under here.
Yep. And just level with the front edge.
Level with
the front edge, yep.
So Ross, obviously, this guy, he's a bit too big for this area,
Just
right?
a little bit too long. Sometimes we have that problem, Lucy, so we've got options, alternatives, and these are little feet that go in underneath. We can wind them up and down, make sure it's right, because that's what we've got to do. We've got to get it level.
Beauty. Cool. We've been gifted a beautiful day, so our paint is drying quickly, allowing Lisa to get a second coat onto her chair before the day is out.
I think you've got a bit too much paint on your paintbrush. Just try and get a lot of the excess off, because otherwise it'll make it all streaky.
Okay, cool.
We don't want to make it too thick.
Why don't you want to make the paint too thick?
Sometimes when it's too thick, it starts to drip down the back.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to sand that and then repaint that if it starts to drip.
Okay.
Ricky, quick! Over here, I need your gardening expertise. So I had a plan, but I need to change it, okay? Because I was going for this Hamptons vibe, but I've just found out that this plant was gifted to Lisa from her grandmother. So it's a jade plant. What do you know about jade plants?
When someone gives you a jade and you put it at your front door, that will bring wealth into your family.
All right, so we've got to keep this then. So what do I need to know about maintaining it? What do we do? Like, can we put it in a different pot?
You can put it in a different pot, you can put it into the ground, you can prune them. This would do with a little bit of pruning.
Okay.
But if I were Lisa, I would put it by her front door for more wealth in the pot.
Okay, well look, I don't mind the pot. I don't mind its shape, but to be honest with you, I just don't like the colour. It doesn't work with the sort of overall theme. So, hey, Carl.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know you're painting.
That's okay.
What do you think about this? Can we paint over this pot?
Yeah, you can do it, but what you'd need to do is prime it with a product called maximum adhesion primer. and that'll go over the glossy surface.
Hang on, say that again.
Maximum adhesion primer.
All right,
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
beauty. Click and collect.
No problems.
We're done.
All right.
Problem solved. Good work, team. We're kicking off the day with a hive of activity on site. The footholds are secure and our sleepers are in for our garden beds. You can just leave this raw or give it a lick of paint, but I actually want to clad it with a nice weatherboard feature. I think this will really help give it a coastal Hamptons vibe. And then on top, I'm going to bring in some Merbau. I think that's going to really tie into the warmth of that tiled roof and help to bring a bit more of that country chic. But before we do all of that, we've got to fill it with soil. The modular decking is getting put into place and our Sparky is installing the coach light and sensor lighting on our front porch. The front of the house is looking amazing in this new colour, which has made our windowsills stick out like a sore thumb, so we're going to be painting them too. The windowsills have now been painted white, which adds a nice soft contrast with that light grey, so bringing that Hamptons feel in. But what I want to do now is actually whitewash this deck to tie it all together. So we're surrounded by green babies, which is the fun bit. So the thing is, here's the brief. We're creating a Hamptons vibe, which is all about, you know, beautiful, manicured, structured, very formal sort of hedges. But Lisa wants Australian natives.
Okay, you can still have the Hamptons with
Okay.
natives.
All right.
So something like this acacia honey bun. This will give you a lovely rounded formal shape, but it is
Beautiful.
native.
Okay, all right. And so he'll be fine in this area? I mean,
Fine in full sun, low water requirements, so perfect for that pot.
I love it. So if we put that here, like how many of these would you actually need to put in one of these pots?
One per planter pot.
And then what about our actual garden beds? Like along that front of the house, how do we kind of create a bit of height and also maybe some depth, so different layers?
Okay, so you've got two plants here. You've got a Grevillea thelmaniana. So that is low growing,
Okay.
so it'll only grow about 30 centimetres high, but it's wide.
Okay, I do want thick. I want it to be
Yeah.
a nice full coverage.
So that'll do well in the full sun next to those hot bricks.
And I mean, look, these aren't natives, but I did request white flowers. So is that okay that we've done this? Are we breaking the rules or is it okay to
Not
break the rules?
breaking any rules. What you like will be fine.
That's a good way to live. Lastly, the mulch goes down to finish off the garden bed and its earthy tones work beautifully with the Australian natives. We've said goodbye to your old door. We've-
So happy about that.
So we are going to paint your new front door. You ready to see what colour we're going to paint it?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, you happy?
What a contrast. That's really cool.
It is going to be a contrast. So beautiful black. I'm going to pour this bad boy in. Oh my gosh, look at how deep that is. So that is going to be fun.
That's awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's too small. It's 50 mil too small.
Yeah.
So here's a tip. If you're doing any kind of DIY or renovation project at home, make sure you measure once and then measure again. Because as it turns out, we measured our front door, but the new one we've painted doesn't actually fit. But it's all good. What we're going to do is paint the existing door. I grabbed some hardware when I picked up the click and collect. That'll help to modernise it. It'll still fit with the colour theme. Crisis averted. Lisa is getting started on the letterbox.
How's it going, Lisa?
Pretty good, mate. I'm just finishing putting the letterbox together.
Yeah, the assembly is always the hardest part. And you've clearly marked a spot to put in the ground.
Yeah, I reckon it just looked nice along the hedge there.
Yeah, I agree. It'll be a good spot here. What we'll do now is we'll dig a nice hole and put it in the ground. We'll throw some quicksand in there
Okay.
and let that set. All right, well, I might grab a shovel.
All right. Digging, eh?
I'm just gonna check it's level.
How's it looking?
Yep, go this way. Alrighty, we'll just let that just set now. And job done.
How long are we gonna wait here for?
Until it's set.
Okay, so I have nearly finished styling and it's all coming together, but Lisa mentioned that this front lawn was all for the kids. It's where they came to play, so we've amped it up with some games. I've also created this space over here. How cute is this kid setting? You know, it was all about creating a haven for the parents, but I really wanted to create an area for the kids to enjoy. I also recycled this crate, which was actually on the front porch originally, and I've left it raw, but brought it in with some other crates as well. Simply painted them white, put some beautiful lavender in them, and this really helps just to create a lovely sort of vignette, a beautiful garden feature for our kids. And I am so happy with how these garden beds have turned out. I really wanted to create a bit more depth to this front area because I love the light, bright grey and white. It brings in that Hamptons coastal feel, but we also needed to match that Australian native. So this is beautiful. This is actually pine bark. It's called playground mulch. It works well with the natives, and also this merbau, we've wrapped this around the front and also around the perimeter of the front deck. It really helps to tie in with the colour of the roof, and to be honest with you, it makes my heart sing. Oh my gosh, this deck area is so beautiful. I cannot wait to get Lisa out here.
God. Is this my house? I have goosebumps. This is incredible. I love it. Oh.
Yes, you kept it! It actually worked really, really well. I was so happy with how it turned out.
Oh, she'd be so happy. Oh, I feel like crying. It's so beautiful.
What do you think of this new deck area?
It looks enormous. It's absolutely beautiful. And this door, I am so surprised. This is my door.
I know, right?
The same door.
And it's nice and it's dramatic and it's bold and it matches with your beautiful new lights.
Yeah.
This is better than what you had before, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
The exposed wire.
But this is just so cool as well, like such a unique style, and I would never pick that for myself, and I just absolutely love it. This bench is so beautiful.
That was all you.
The ideas were almost there, just needed a bit of help executing them.
That's all it was. You were halfway there. We just finished it for you.
Thank you. You guys are amazing. I'm just blown away. Oh my goodness.
What do you think Alex's reaction's going to be when he sees this?
He loves lavender. He's going to love the plants. He's going to absolutely love this space. So this is incredible.
And what do you think about our garden beds over here?
This is gorgeous. I would never have thought to do that kind of finish on the edge. And I love the merbau. I wasn't sure how it's all going to work, but it looks beautiful.
It came out beautifully, didn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm just so happy with it.
And this bay tree is just gorgeous.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I can.
love that.
Yeah.
Do you still want to knock your house down?
Not anymore. I love it.
I'm so glad.
I'm like speechless. It's incredible.
I'm so happy.
Thank you. I'm actually really teary.
It's pretty emotional.
Yeah, I'm really shocked. I didn't think I'd get emotional though. It's
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
deserve it.
Thank you.
You have everyone around to your house,
Yeah.
so you deserve this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, you're so welcome. It only took us a couple of days, and the result is actually amazing, isn't it?
Actually is incredible. I love it.
When I got the call to hear that someone wanted to knock down their home because they didn't know what to do with their front facade, I could not get here fast enough. And for around $6,500, I think we can all agree that this was a home worth saving. So there we have it, a really satisfying transformation. And it just goes to show that all it takes to make it happen is a solid, well thought out plan, a few days, some elbow grease, and you too could be loving your home all over again.